Alright guys, now we just talked about traffic, both free and paid, and I gave you a bunch of different ideas and methods that you can use to drive more traffic. The reason that this is important, and I'm going to tie this all together and how it basically all commingles and interacts with each other, is the more traffic that you get, ultimately the more money that you make. So let's go through the model so I can tie it all in together. Now I know that I'm beating kind of a dead horse and I'm kind of going over the same thing, but this is the entire business model in a nutshell. Very, very simple, but if you set it up right, it can make you a lot of money. That's why I love it. So the traffic, like we talked about in the last lecture, whether that's free or paid, it doesn't matter. You're buying traffic or you're spending time to acquire traffic, whatever it is. The more traffic that you get to your landing page, obviously, ultimately, the more leads that you will have. So the more traffic, the more leads. When people submit their email, they turn into a lead. Then they go into your email list. We're not necessarily focused on this. I'm not teaching anything about future email marketing in this course, although it's great and this is very, very valuable to have a targeted email list based around a niche or a subject. This is not what we're focused on, even though that's great. But the traffic comes in and then they turn into a lead and they come into your sequence, your email marketing sequence. The more traffic, the more leads, the more people in your sequence, thus the more money that you make. Then the people come through your sequence and every single email that you have the opportunity to sell them on, you make more money. That's the key there. So the more traffic, the more leads, the more money for you. And like I said, I'm going to talk about in the future lecture how you can kind of track all your information and kind of understand what a lead is worth to you, so that if you do decide to ever go the paid traffic route, if you haven't already, you know what you can spend and what you can afford to spend to acquire a lead. So if I know that, like I said previously, every lead to me is worth $6, well then I know I can spend $5.99 to get a lead and still be profitable. However, right now I'm spending about 80, I don't know why I keep drawing zeros. What is wrong with me? Some reason my brain's associating 8s with zeros. I spend about 83 cents per lead with my Facebook ads and my Google AdWords, just kind of in a nutshell, to kind of keep it broad, and then I get $6 back. So I'm spending $83. So if I spend 100 bucks, obviously, you do the math, that's a little bit over 100 leads, and then those 100, you can do 100 times 6. I'm spending 100 bucks, and I might get 600 back roughly 2-3 weeks from now. And then all I have to do is, let's say I spend 1,000 bucks. Well, then I get $6 grand back 2-3 weeks from now. So you do the math, that's how I'm making money with my email marketing sequence, and it's basically on autopilot because the traffic's on autopilot because I set up the ads. I also create YouTube videos, which isn't necessarily on autopilot, but it just kind of supplements. It doesn't, I don't count that. That's free traffic. So the traffic's automated, the landing page obviously sits there, it's automated, and then my email marketing sequence that I've set up is automated like I showed you. So everything's automated, and the money, the best part, while you're here, the money is automated as well, comes in your bank account. So hope you guys like this lecture. I'll see you in the next one.